Alex Hansery here. It is March 22nd in the year 2017. It's been a while since I've been doing daily videos, and I am going to be doing more of that. Of course, I had some unfortunate things happen recently, and I had some really bad news delivered that I had to sit with for a few days, and then I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. So I want to be talking about some of these things. I'm also going to be a little bit more cryptic than normal to protect myself legally. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, folks, especially in the alternative media. And that's our topic today. Infiltration of the alternative media by certain advertising groups. We hear about the YouTube networks or the YouTube network scam. And there's spin-offs. And there was one person that contacted me because I foolishly responded to something that in reality might as well be a phishing scam. Hi, how are you? Would you like to make more money doing what you do? Are you looking for sponsors? Your voice in the alternative media is very important. And we want you to know that we're here for you. I thought this was a real person. And come to find out, this was someone that just added me to some list, a mass contact list. And I ended up responding to her. And then some sort of a dialogue. And if it was a her, see, I never actually spoke to her. Okay, woman's name starts with R. For this company, that will remain unnamed, and I really have no current beef with the company, but I really thought tonight was a good night to tell some stories because there's a lot of corruption that it seems like I've faced in my own life and seen firsthand, and corrupt, underhanded things that I think some other people are involved in. Some of it I really haven't aired. Some of it's like current. Some of it's like not old school, but just the beginning. This is just the beginning. You thought the wars in the Middle East, voters of Donald Trump, you thought the wars in the Middle East were about to end. You got another thing coming. So, in this discussion, we talk about many wolves in sheep's clothing. Hi, I'm your friend. How are you? Hi, smiley face on Skype. Call me. I'm with you. We want to see you grow. We got to do something about the New World Order. But, we're in a world of money, and I have an offer you really shouldn't refuse. Why not? Go with the deal and sign on the dotted line to make more money, so they say. So, yes, I took the bait, and there was a Skype discussion with whether the owner, representative of, I don't know, XYZ company, who's discussing how he's running this network and they run ads claiming that, you let them in the back door, and for those running ads making money off Google AdSense. And I'm paraphrasing in a really rough way, but, Google takes a fair amount. Leaving the content creator with I don't know, like a ridiculously underhanded amount, like is it 60% or 40%? It's late. 60%, I believe. And this person was saying, well, you sign with me and my company, it becomes 80-20. And then he started to discuss the people that he represented. The names, which, for legal reasons, will not be mentioned, so I can't be sued. This is all hearsay. Wolves in sheep clothing. Using the law and the legal system to shut people up. So we talked, and, really a big part of the story is sometimes your intuition can shake you and tell you, don't do this. Don't go forward with signing further documents. Go back and look at what you signed. Look at that part there that you just went over quickly saying don't talk about what's in the contract with others. Look at that part right there saying it's connected with China and the UAE. What? Oh my God. Because see, I took the bait. And there was an offer of money, by the way, that would be given upon the signing of all the documents. A certain amount was offered to me. A certain amount of money was offered to me. I was also told, don't tell anyone about this money being offered to you. It wasn't a large amount. It was $1,200. A sign-up fee. It was in the contract. You know, how does it benefit this person in his eyes? You know, they're making money off of what the YouTube channel is generating. The person that they're representing, the person that they're parasiting on. I mean, under the claims, though, that by networking, connecting, joining this person's network, that you would get more views, more syndication, and a better revenue share. So it really sounds good on paper, and it's possible if this is working for now for certain people that continue to be unnamed. But both of them have about 500,000. Neither of them are associates of mine. Both of these names were names that were voluntarily, actually several of them. So they're big heavy hitters in the alternative media. One of them is female. Only one of them puts out somewhat truthful information, but they're all tools to some degree. And that's what kind of alarmed me. Now, there's another discussion that kind of goes along with this. A certain individual who will also remain unnamed for legal reasons contacted me, ironically, around the same time. A little bit earlier, actually, like by a few days or a week. So it really could be a coincidence. Because, again, the lady with the email list, okay, name starts with R, that first contacted me. That's what put me in contact with this network, using a generic Patriot Liberty sounding and a horrible website. And I had my friend look at it. It was like, oh, this particular website's only been up a few months. And I'm trying to scratch my head going, okay, he's claiming he represents these people. I didn't get confirmation from those people except for one of them. One of them did confirm that he was at least a client or connected with the network. And so for a few days, I was thinking, well, that's all I need to know. If you're with him, then it's all good. But as we're going through the contracts, you know, I had a few friends help me understand some things that I just read over real quick. You know, including that part, don't share this with others. And it became real clear that if I continue with this process, I could be letting in a threat into my YouTube channel. That's the concern that I had. Not just some simple YouTube network scam, but maybe something else. Because there are things in his contract that were drafted that seem to suggest that criticizing other clients of his would be some sort of a violation. And see, so I'm about to tell you what got me alarmed, because usually you don't see people in the alternative media using lawyers to send out letters of threats. So this other man that I was starting to talk about, a couple days, you know, before my Skype voice conversation with the network guy. So this other guy contacts me. He wants to talk about what it was like to work for a particular alternative media agency, network, YouTube channel, etc. Right? And this was something that was discussed in a mainstream publication. And some of the things that he said were considered to be damaging to their business. And he was threatened that they were basically sending him 6-page PDF, which really wasn't all that detailed, but kind of had this real kind of ominous, we could sue you for straight $250,000. What? Here you are saying this over here, link. Here you are talking to Alex Ansary over here, link. Okay? Here you are saying this. This is stuff that's damaging to our client in the alternative media. Cease and desist. fear tactic. At the same time, this guy's almost one and dime me over here, like floating this money in my face. And I'm sitting here trying to sign the documents frantically. One day going to town and doing multitasking, I think my internet went down. I was starting to think that forces were intervening in me signing more documents because he kept sending more, and I'm looking at this going, whoa, actually don't want to let this person have access to the channel. Sure, he's claiming, or in the dashboard or something. See, I don't trust it. For a while there, it just kept popping up. So-and-so wants to request access to your back end. Do you accept? No, cancel. Pops right back up. Next time you refresh your screen, no, cancel. So I did stop talking with this person. I did email him saying that I had concerns. It was a phishing scam. What I didn't do is go on the retaliation. What I didn't do is air everybody's public name and put all that out there, because this is more about the people like him that are out there in the world. And again, what are we looking at here? Is this a link that's going to come back later? What is a guy doing running a network allegedly linked with some company UAE in China? I mean, I don't know if any of you have some information on UAE and or China involved in back-end of alternative media. But when you're seeing contracts like that put out, and then letters, threatening letters from a lawyer. See, a letter was sent by a lawyer in New York that apparently is a real lawyer. What kind of a lawyer? Whether he's like the kind of lawyer that you see in Carlito's Way, or the lawyer played by Sean Penn, the coked up lawyer, right? who basically takes part in a murder. But he's also a lawyer, right? Gangster lawyer. OG. Guess it's how you roll. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Wow, call that a life. Sending threatening letters from a building in New York if someone says something on YouTube. Threats of $250,000. And then you go to like the host of a channel that guy was on and try to make him a deal to pull him in the network and have a contract saying, there's some stuff you can't do. There's some stuff you can't do. So I had that little birdie, that little voice of intuition stop me in my tracks from proceeding forward with all that. Now, lady over here, name starts with an R. One of the things that during this process was kind of a helpful wake-up call during that process, because there was like a process overnight where I'm going to go through and settle the contracts. I'm starting to have these really bad dreams, and this other guy in the alternative media is like really pissed at me for like the things that I said about him and his network. We're not talking about Alex Jones or anyone that I've ever been associated with, really, directly. We've talked before, me and this particular individual, but I was just like getting this vision like this dude wanted to hurt me, wanted to seek revenge. And I just got this feeling like, wait a minute, and this lawyer is over here threatening this guy who's connected with this guy who's run this network. Who are these fuckers? What is going on here? Sign the dotted line, sign the dotted line, sign the... Another one. No, stop. Pull out. Cancel. No. Says right there, $200. Well, I'm not accepting your money. I got so paranoid that I shut down my PayPal for a few weeks. Anybody know that? Ever tell you that story? See, and this guy could be legit. Everything that Hugh was doing, though, was backwards wrong. That lady, to finish the story, sent out a mass email to like a who's who. I still have it somewhere. I've never used it, though. I've been real nice to this man. He ought to give me an apology for wasting my time. She sends out an email. It's like a copy paste, the same thing. Wait a minute. I thought that was a real person the first time that contacted me. So I started talking with that guy. I thought they were like, they found the channel. They really liked the content. Not really. The guy really didn't do his homework. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a nefarious agenda other than just monetary to pull me into the network and make money off the ads, whatever my content. I've never seen just people wrapped up with shady lawyers sending threatening letters telling people, don't talk about that on your channel, on other people's channel. We'll just sue you. We'll just sue you. We're homies with this dude over here. No, we're with him. Like, what is this? Some sort of a scene at a casino? Hey, you know what you want to do? You want to, you know. I can't really do an Italian accent here. I'm going to try. You know, you might want to turn around and just, you know, I don't know. Just, what was it? Joe Pesci in Casino. I don't know. You might want to go across the street or something else. I don't know. Oh, you over here now? Yeah, I'm over here now. So you might just want to go across the street or something else. You might want to, you know what? You might just want to pack up your bags and leave town. Change your names. Forget this ever happened. You know, I actually put out a video warning to those guys, and I thought, no, those dudes are crazy. They'll just straight up come after you, do some crazy ninja stuff. I'm joking. Not quite pulling something out of Scarface. But like real legalese nonsense. Like, yeah, we got your contract over here, answery. It's like, why? And then you start thinking about the world of contracts and all the shadiness going on out there all over the promise of making a few more extra dollars. And how some people sell their souls. Oh, we'll talk about just the clickbait another time in the Google AdSense. But it does connect. Because the clients this guy represents, you're talking about clickbait kings and queens. They're whores. They are alternative media whores. They'll get down and suck the disinfo. See, there I go. Too much Bill Hicks. Too much this, that, and the other. But you know where the line of train of thought is going. Lord have mercy. So, be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you visit. Be careful who you let in the door. Little piggy, let me in. Let me in. But things happen for a reason. So here's this lady, 400 people, and I like all CC'd, and I can see their emails. Very unprofessional. So here I'm thinking, wait a minute. You're saying you're representing all these people and you're making a bunch of money. Your website sucks, and your little secretary is like very dumb. She doesn't know what she's doing. What is this, like a first-time gig, or are you playing the secretary using a woman's name? What's going on here with this dude's network? Why was this email so poorly put together to where it looks like a phishing scheme? Well, you know, you're going to email a bunch of people. You BCC that. You don't CC that. Dumbasses. And you know what? They did it again. Lady, like, still has me on her list. And she's like, would you like to like a month ago? Like, this stuff has passed. This was really like during the winter. But I'll tell you what. For a few days, this really brought me a bunch of anxiety. And why shouldn't it bring someone anxiety? It's one thing if this just came with, like, you know, some candy canes and smiles, and that was it. It was just him with this network and blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, whoa, dude, threatening lawyers, threatening free speech. Like, literally citing, like, you know, a video of that guy talking to me in a lawsuit, threatening that guy, telling him to shut up. And, you know, and this guy told me privately, you know, that guy's not that smart. He's not that smart. He actually said this about the other guy. You know, they threatened to sue. So is that what they decided to do in their ploy? Did they profile this young man that worked for the other guy and said, you know, we don't like his free speech. Let's just threaten him and say that he's damaging our business by saying these things in this mainstream paper about what it was like to work with this other guy. Yes, let's threaten him. I think it's time that I met some lawyers out there. For another reason, I'm looking to talk to a lawyer in the state of New Mexico. It's a completely separate issue. Also, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Very exciting news. It's going to be exciting to cover it. Don't want to talk about it now. Don't want to spoil it. Don't want to foil my own plans. But yeah, content is going to continue to get interesting over the next few years. This concludes this particular podcast. As I've warned people, don't talk to strangers. Offering candy on the interwebs. I can make you better money. All you got to do is dance on a better pole, folks. You got to become more independent. All the more reason to support my work at outsidethebox.vhx.tv. Become a monthly supporter at $4.99 per month of special life story vlogs, videos, real soon. In addition to what's already there at outsidethebox.vhx.tv. That's how you can support me directly. We'll talk to you again soon.